So tell me one of your scariest moments in your life, and I'll go first. So this is one out of many. But anyways, so I was in India, in Punjab, in this village near Bunga. I don't know if anyone knows where that is, but anyway, so I was there and I went there for my friend's wedding, okay? So she's from Canada and she was getting married to a guy in India, in Punjab, and they had been dating like online, and she went and visited him for about 2 years before they were getting married. So she doesn't have a dad. She only has a mom. So it was her mom. And then I went there for her wedding. And so her wedding was going to happen. And the guy, I met his friends. He was a nice guy, seemed normal, whatever, right? And so 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, like 1 week before the wedding, we had done the shagan, which means we had gotten all the clothes, we sent all the invites, everything was done. And he disappears. Like, we can't get a hold of him. My friend can't, like, she's phoning him, he's not picking up, like we're asking his family, no one's answering. He's just disappeared. He's not answering back. Then we did some like super creeping on him and we realized he was talking to this girl in England, and now he had decided he wasn't going to marry my friend anymore. He was going to marry this girl he was talking to in England. So he just played my friend. Fine, right? And so we were in her house after everything had happened. Like, they're like, like, we don't want to get married. Sade munde ne mind badalta and shit. And so obviously my friend's mom is so sad about this because invites have gone out, buddy, everything has been bought. They've done all the shopping, and it's just embarrassing for her, I guess, right? Being an only mom. So they believe in this Baba and their pind, so which is like some Sant Baba that they used to believe in, who's passed away now. And I remember when we were going shopping, they had stopped at his data, which was like his where they pray to him, I guess, or whatever. And so they had stopped there. I didn't go in, but her and her mom went in because it's not my Baba, right? It's their Baba, and my family's really not into that kind of stuff. So they went in, matha take, whatever. And so after this whole fiasco happened, me and my friend are just sitting in the room, and they live in a pind, and they live in a little like house, a normal pind house, and we're sitting in the room, and there's just like 2 rooms and then the main area and the kitchen, right? Like the living room area. So the mom was lying on a manja on a bed in the living room area, and we were in the room, right? And this is like a cement house or whatever, and like we're listening to music. My friend's crying because she just got played by this guy. And all of a sudden we hear like screaming and like loud noises, like that kind of noises, right? And so we run out and we see like her mom, and her mom's like hitting herself with the jutiyan, like her hair is everywhere, and just screaming and crying. And then I go over to her and I go hug her like this, like going, auntie, like I'm sorry, like he's gonna get karma, like he's gonna get it back. Literally, she is like an old lady. If I told you she's like in her 70s, she's frail, has heart problems, super old, doesn't move fast. I'm way stronger than her. She grabbed me when I was doing this and she chucked me. Okay, I went across the floor over there and I got so scared. I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked at her and she didn't even look like the same person. Her face looked all drained. She looked different. She looked freaky. And she was like, when she started speaking, she had a deep voice. And she starts talking to my friend. And she's like, "Main tenu kya siga ke ode na tu," like just pretty much saying tu ode na sutti si, and like that kind of shit, which like stuff her mom doesn't know, right? And so he was just like, or whoever the mom was just like, ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਕਲਮਾ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਣਾ ਪਰ ਤੂੰ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਕਿ and whatever he was saying. I was still in shock. I'm crying at this point in the fucking corner, crying. My friend's just like, acha, okay. And then all of a sudden he's like, ਮੈਨੂੰ 10 ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਲਿਆ, ਮੈਨੂੰ 10 ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਹੁਣੀ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੁੱਧ ਦਾ ਗਲਾਸ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ. So my friend gets ਦੁੱਧ, and this is an old lady who drinks like that, right? She was like, glug, And she drank like that and she slammed it on the table. And then she's like, "Das rotiyan la ke aao." So her friend goes in the kitchen and starts making rotiyan. I like run in there with her and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm like crying and she's like, "I know, this is super freaky. I understand." She's like, "But this happened when my dad passed away when I was little. And I remember this happened to my mom before. It was a Baba Ji and he came in her and started like telling my brothers and I like whatever she was saying." And I was like, I was still like, I'm only like 20 years old, okay? So to me, I was like, what? Right? And so she makes the rotiyan, okay? Get this. She makes the rotiyan, she puts it in front, and we had already eaten. She puts it in front of her mom. It's like, and at this point, like her mom started looking like herself and she was like, "Hi, mera sir ki hoya? Tusi addi raat nu kudiyan kyon rotiyan banaundiyan?" She's saying this to us. Like, "Why are you guys getting up in the middle of the night making rotiyan? We already ate, you freaking bookers," right? Like, you hungry hippos, right? And we were just like, I was like, what the fuck just happened? So shocked. Literally called my mama that day and I was like, I don't care, it's the middle of the night. You gotta pick me up, man. You have to pick me up. I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, I ain't not messing with this baba. Like, no thank you.